and I was like, oh, we should sing the song, and I can't remember it. Hi everyone, it's Friday night, welcome to the Trekkie Girls.
Hello.
We've just finished watching Star Trek Picard, Broken Pieces.
Yeah.
We just finished watching it, like, that's why we're running about a minute
Hot
late.
press.
Yes. Let's see, we're working, let's see, we're going on. Oh, there's a sofa I'm looking at.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look. Ooh, we've got on Facebook. Hi, we got Rob on, so YouTube's working. This is good.
Yeah.
We got
Staff.
Hey, hi. How are you doing? What does good? Oh, honestly.
Need to block that one. Where's the block
I'll tell
button?
your mum. But honestly, yeah. So like we said, we just watched the episode Broken Pieces, and so yeah, we will be talking about spoilers.
Yeah,
Lots
turn
of
off
spoilers.
now if you haven't seen it.
Absolutely. Here we've got Tom. Hi. Hello, Richard. Hello, Christoph. Hi. All our favourites are here. Hi, Robert. What did you guys think of the episode? It was amazing.
I did.
Yeah,
There's a lot to take in. Like all of a sudden, like everyone's moaning about the pace of it at the beginning.
I know,
It's like that
I
was
know.
just lulling you into a false sense of security. It gave you so freaking much. Like
It was a lot of information.
Last week.
I feel like I didn't breathe.
Look,
Yeah.
nice little lull. Like
Yes.
And now
this week. Okay, so I've got to process this information. I've got so much to
I
process.
think from now until the end of the series, that's going to be it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. So our speculations have probably come. We have to come up with new speculations because a lot of things got answered today,
Yes.
didn't they?
We
Lots of
did.
questions
Lots of things
answered.
fitted into place. So where do we start? So we start off at the very beginning, where with the Zart Vash.
And
So I'm getting confused. So we have the Tal Shiar
Yeah.
and the
The
Zart.
Zart Vash.
They're a secret bit of the Tal Shiar.
like the secret bit.
Secret bit.
So it's more secret than the Tal Shiar. So
Bunch of women.
yeah.
I
Yes.
feel like
Because what was the other? What is Elnor?
the
warrior nuns.
My
Yeah.
gosh, these people
Something
like
like
their secret
Yeah.
societies, don't
Well, I
they?
don't know if they were secret.
Or the nuns.
The
No, the nuns weren't so
Because
secret.
they
but-
believe they're the exact opposite. They believe in absolute candor.
Candor.
So they
yes.
secrets just would
They
not
don't
work
hold
for them.
secrets, yeah.
Which is really interesting because
The Romulans are really, really complex people,
yeah.
aren't they?
And what we know about the Romulans is they're a secretive society, but actually the more we look, maybe that's not so. I mean the fact that the
warrior nuns.
the warrior nuns, the warrior nuns, the fact that they exist and their lifestyle kind of indicates that actually they're not secretive. The government is simply secretive.
Yeah.
And it's like the Shark Barge genuinely believe in what they're doing. Like
yeah.
they're not, like you said, they're not necessarily the bad guys. They
Yes.
genuinely believe they are trying to stop the apocalypse.
Exactly, yeah.
And they have it on good authority that that's coming.
Yeah.
Exactly.
History doesn't always repeat itself.
No.
But whose authority?
Well, what I got from the end of the episode was that some authority comes in and says, "Oi," puts a halt to things.
So the people who moved the
Who
Suns.
moves the suns?
who moved the suns comes back, or is there a bigger power
Who
than
knows?
that?
We have to start speculating. We have a new thing to speculate.
I don't know what to speculate about first.
Let's talk about what we can stop speculating about. So we now
Commodore is a Romulan.
half Romulan.
half Romulan, half Vulcan.
Yeah.
So we know the Borg Rhonda is Azat Vash.
And Narix and the other lady.
I don't know her name.
I think it's Narissa.
Oh, I
Narissa.
think you're right. They were taken in by
Her.
the crazy Borg Romulan.
Yeah.
I don't know names at this point. And she raised them when their parents died.
Yeah.
And she seemed genuinely fond of her.
Yeah.
I mean, like she's not a bad person.
It almost made her grow as a character.
Yeah.
Which you were asking for.
I was asking for that. Wasn't it? Just last week I was saying I kind of see her as a bit of a one-dimensional baddie at the moment.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really feeling her. That's kind of changed this episode. I'm actually warming towards her a lot more. And
As a
She
bad
likes
guy,
playing the bad guy. 100%. She likes to play that role.
Yeah.
Did you hear like I'd be much better Borg than you
yeah,
would?
exactly. And I kind of want to see a bit more of that from her. I think also, as well, what's different and what I quite like the way they've done that with Narissa is we know nothing about the actress who plays her.
That's
I
true.
think I've seen one tweet that Jonathan Delarco posted out saying, let's hear some love for the actress who plays her. But in a way it's good because I'm not sort of imposing anything on her. Like with Mary Chafo, who is wonderful and we love her, it did kind of shade my impression of Laurel. I loved Laurel from the beginning because I loved the actress, and that's good in some ways, but in other ways it's nice to have a blank canvas.
I recognised Nerissa from somebody, and I actually googled it, and I think the place I possibly know her from is Flash Forward.
I remember that.
I can't remember her in it, but I know her face from somewhere. I was
Right.
looking through the credits, and I'm like, oh, maybe I saw her in that, but I did watch all of Flash Forward, so possibly I know her from there. But yeah, I do understand what you mean.
So I warmed to Nerissa a bit more this episode, and I want more background still on her. And yeah, so we know that the Conclave of Eight, Conclave of Eight, we know that was now the suns, and where there's
Or the planet in the middle.
Yeah. And there's do you think the Zartvash are entirely women then?
It was on that planet,
Yeah.
wasn't it? There's the sisterhood. They say the sisterhood at the
I
beginning.
wonder
the
if it
motherhood.
relates to the 5 queens as well. You see, like maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Something.
See, you got to leave it to women to save the world.
Yeah. Or destroy it.
Yeah. So it's very, very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
You made a very interesting point about the flashbacks.
The flashback. I've only just seen this once an hour ago, but I could have swore I saw kind of saw Arium and a sort of data-like figure in that.
It definitely morphed into data, or like
Definitely.
an android,
Yeah.
like, as we would know it face.
But I thought I saw Arium.
So there's
an Arium-like face in
So
that.
there's a whole other civilization from hundreds of thousands of years ago that created synthetic life, and it got its own. So is this like Control? Where are we in the timeline?
No,
that was way before Control.
What I got from that, it's way before. Well, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? I'm so confused. How many times can we make the same mistakes?
I'm a bit like, is this a bit like Battlestar, where they're getting us not to make the same mistakes?
Yeah.
They created synthetic life. They took
But
over.
who are they?
We don't know who the they is.
It's a civilization of something. Pulled 8 suns together and said, look, this is really important. There's 8 suns. This doesn't have a look at this planet in the middle, and there's a message on it.
I think it's something a bit like, the Omega Directive. You probably haven't watched this on Voyager, but there's something in Starfleet called the Omega Directive, and it's the Omega particle, and it's very dangerous and very bad. And basically, if you can be flying through space and you detect, or the computer detects an Omicron particle nearby, you get to suspend the Prime Directive, go down, go pam, 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 and shut it down.
Okay.
Like, it cannot exist. It's really, really, really bad. And it's like a lot of things in the Kittimer Accords, things like that. There were just some things that override the Prime Directive, and
Because the whole of civilization is at
it
stake.
could literally affect, the universe, the galaxy.
So it almost makes out like there was some big war that this civilization won, and then they left the message, don't make the same mistake we did.
Yeah, and I think it sounded like at the very end, Rafi said that when the advancement of artificial life gets to a certain point, someone comes down and shuts everything down.
So, I'm going to use Neil's fan theory that this is Star Trek porn.
Yeah?
Clearly, that's the Q continuum.
Do you reckon?
Like,
what, the Q shut things down?
Is this
Q come in and shut them down?
Is this when
Maybe
someone
they
says...
even...
Like the trial of on
Yeah.
humanity, you're always on
Trial.
trial.
Always on trial.
Is
What's the question?
Oh my god.
We always assume it's Picard, but it's synthetic.
Because Q says, don't you forget, the trial
It
never
never
ends. Guys, you heard that here from Carol.
So she's always right as well. She's good theories. So when someone says, when they said about the warp, the invention of the warp core,
So
what's the guy called?
Stephen Cochrane.
Yeah, so Rios brings that up, and that's when she said somebody always turns up.
Yeah.
Who turned up then?
Vulcans.
Right, that's what I was taking.
Yeah.
That was so. It's not necessarily. What did Vulcans turn up for?
To make first contact.
But it wasn't to. It wasn't to.
No.
It wasn't to stop them
No.
using warp.
No, but it's like they say, a threshold point.
Yeah.
You cross that threshold, something happens. So, a civilization creates warp drive.
There's
Someone
no
shows
going
up.
back.
Yeah,
There's
someone
no
shows
going
up and
back.
says, hey, just to say hi. We got this little criteria on our tick form that says when a planet created a
We can come and
civilization.
introduce
You can
ourselves.
say hi. That's our point. We say it's okay. Sounds like there's a point with artificial intelligence. Let's see what other people say.
I was going to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
we've totally ignored everybody.
I know, we're
We've
just
just
our own
gone
little
on.
bubble here. So Tim asked how the Romulans are able to have a fleet anymore. They don't have a planet anymore. Endless resources. Yeah. Well, they got their old ships, haven't they? I guess they took all their ships with them. From being human to control. Okay, good point, Ziggy. So,
okay, so will Soji unleash some big, powerful weapon that destroys everything in her sight? So maybe synthetic life is what needed to control a big weapon that's held at the centre of this planet.
maybe.
But then there's nothing to say that, like Picard says, the past is the past. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. If you attack the synthetics, is that what starts a war in the wrong way? If you go up to them and say, we come in peace, can we all live together? There's nothing to say that the synthetics are going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's possibly how you introduce yourself and react to them.
I think
That's
entirely
what
right,
Picard
Sarah.
is saying.
I think that's entirely
the
right.
fact that Picard is going to approach them.
I think this is a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way.
And there's a bit of data in them all, and data's
Yeah,
not bad.
exactly.
Well, the law's bad.
I think they have made a self. Yeah, see. this is-
Oh, and
There
what
is-
is Soji Borg stuff? There's something weird there.
That's a good point. That's the
Something
second
weird.
time Soji has the second time.
Which makes me think
It's
of
hard to with your thumb down.
it makes me think of Law more because he had so
Yeah.
much interaction with the Borg.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
God, I'm so on the edge of my seat wanting to know more. Actually, I thought at the end of that episode we had lots of information, and now we're already like, come
Yeah,
on, what's
yeah.
wrong?
Ziggy said he saw her in too.
Ah,
Hey,
excellent.
yeah, Bendy saw him too.
So
Oh,
where
it's-
would oh god, what's it called? Control fit in the timeline? At the minute we know that it's gone into the future with Discovery, don't we?
Yeah,
So that would be like the third, the third bad, well the second bad lot of synthetics. We're just hoping our lot aren't bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I feel a bit sick.
I know. It's all right. It's all... Wait.
So how many
1.5 meters, please.
how many Soji type ones do you think are
Yeah.
actually out there? Like they're married in pairs.
Why would he make them look all the same as well? Come on, use some imagination.
I was convinced there was a flashback and you saw Beautiful Flower, but clearly there wasn't.
Oh, the flower was interesting.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Beautiful
Yes.
Flower was the name of... And in my mind, there was a flashback and there was a guy, but I clearly made this up in my own head. My brain's been doing funny things lately.
See, for some reason I thought it was a guy too.
Yeah.
Maybe he said something.
I think he referred to him being male. But
Yeah.
I just for some reason thought there was
So-
a flashback.
but
It's all
he
like
was-
sepia
But they
toned.
said they were both
They were both synthetics.
Oh, were they?
So
That
they
was
were
the-
making first contact in a
Yeah.
way. Or no, it's Rios said
They
we
were
made
making
first
first
contact, but the synthetics were also making first contact with the people.
Yeah. Fascinating.
You made a good point about there looking like there were two moons on
Yeah.
that planet. It could have been one. It could have been two of
Do
the
one
8
of
suns.
Do one of the
But,
2 suns, yeah.
but there are no coincidences.
No,
Star Trek.
no.
Okay.
Yes.
Synthetic light bulb in TOS. What little girls are made of.
Yeah, and the Harry Mudd episodes, it's true. Yeah, that is true.
I like the scene with the 5 Rioses.
Oh, that was good, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's
That
good.
was- I'm loving all the Scottish engineer.
Oh.
How good is he at accent?
I know, he's
Yeah.
a very, very talented
Yeah.
actor.
No, imagine going to that interview. We want to know how many audition. Sorry, we want to know how many accents
Accents
you
you
can
can do.
do. All of them.
All of them. All of them. I want to interview him in each character.
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god, yeah, this interview's going to last 40 minutes long. We're going to interview each one of your characters individually.
So we also found out the backstory with Rios today, didn't we? It was a good Rios.
Ooh, that's a good theory. Maybe Maddox used Borg biotech to perfect human-like androids.
Maybe. The Borg are coming into this somewhere,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Mm.
Definitely the Borg are in
How
this
strong
somewhere.
is 7 of 9?
That was pretty cool.
It's pretty intense.
That was pretty cool. What was I saying?
Rios.
Oh yeah, we learned a lot about Rios today. There's that tense moment when they say, "Where's the nearest space station?"
DS
Space 12.
But who's on Deep Space 12?
No.
Could we see Worf, maybe?
Oh my god, I don't see anyone. And we're getting greedy now, aren't we?
Yeah,
As
we're getting
Trekkies. We're very greedy.
Mhm.
When they was like, let's see the captain, I'm like, who's the captain?
I was wondering if I was supposed to know who it was, and then you're like, oh no, it's
No.
not particular.
We're at the edge of our seats when we're like, no, sit back. We'll
What's
see.
the thing with the mermaids as well?
Do you know what? I was going to look up what Serena is in Spanish because I have a feeling it's something to do with the sea. Let's have a look.
Oh, is that the name of his ship now?
Yeah, the La Serena. I'm sure if I do Google Translate before someone tells me, but I'm pretty
My
sure.
favourite scene was when Elnor hugged Seven of Nine.
it's
Like
lovely.
he's actually still only a youngish boy, isn't he? Or lad. You know, he's totally out of his depth. You know, he's
Siren, which would be
oh yeah, mermaid siren.
Well, it's yeah, it must be. I guess I think it was something like that. From my limited time.
It's
today.
nice to get a
Yeah.
little backstory on Rios though.
Yeah, really good to have that backstory,
Yeah.
and also interesting to know. So when was it? Some years back, wasn't it? But it wasn't that long ago. That there's obviously something going on in Starfleet to give out these orders. So there must be some directive in place. We now know that the Romulans were behind the Mars
Attack,
attack.
yep.
Mars attack. as we call it.
Of that film.
Yeah, so we know that's now a thing.
Yeah.
It's something that we now have confirmed that it was definitely Romulans. Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I guess
like
we're with them.
yeah, so I like how many answers we got, but all the answers led to about 6 more
I
questions.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, like Sarah was saying, I love the bit where Seven becomes a Borg queen.
But let's talk about the Borg.
Yeah.
I can't believe they jettisoned them all into space.
I know.
That's like
No.
what's that word where you kill loads and genocide?
Genocide.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I know that she feels like she's doing it for the right reasons, but
Yeah, no, there's got to be a better way, isn't there?
that was horrible.
It was quite
I felt
sad.
like you could hear them screaming, but that possibly wasn't. It was probably
In
just
space, no one could
Yeah,
hear you scream.
it's just the whistling of them exiting. But I can't wait to see Seven of Nine piloting a ball cube. That's going to be scary for people, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you imagine this ball cube pulling
Yeah.
up. Hello!
Flat in the window.
Yeah. Someone said earlier, I think Seven of Nine and Elmer will come to their aid. Yes, they are going to be reunited, I feel.
Yes.
That was the song. Reunited and it feels so good. When was it? I don't know. Why would that be the song?
Our collective mind isn't working.
But I really love the interplay between Seven and Elnor. I'm really hoping they
Yes.
develop
You
that
said
relationship.
she's found a new.
New Egypt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon she'll be like Egypt who? She'll be like, oh, but Eleanor. Oh, it's so lovely.
You actually gave out a little yes when she turned up. Guns
I did,
blazing!
didn't I? Go girl. Yes, Queen.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Queen of-
And oh, how cool was that when she plugged in and
I know, I loved
sort
it.
of queened herself up a bit.
But how reluctant she was. She
Yeah.
knew what she was getting into because she knew that she might not be able to give that up.
Yeah.
And it was weird when she said Annika has work still to do.
Wasn't
Like
it? Who is she?
Why is she talking about herself in the third person?
Yeah. It was almost like there's a dual personality going on there, isn't there? There's 7 and 9 and Annika.
Yeah.
No, the Queen. Yeah, that was good.
Good moment.
So much going on.
Yeah.
And we think that old what's her face Narissa beamed out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
I'm pretty
out.
sure I saw a beam out.
We think that was Narek maybe following through
Oh.
the little wormhole.
That was definitely, you know.
I
I bet
he was conspicuous by his absence throughout the rest of the episode.
being brother and sister, we waited a little while just to watch the ball pull on. Oh,
So- Someone suggests that Jurati will sacrifice herself for Soji.
Ooh.
I think it's more like Narek will sacrifice himself.
Ooh, yes.
Or maybe both.
Yeah, I am. The whole
Maybe they're not
Jurati.
all women then, because what would Narek be? Excuse me. What would Narek be? That's not a
I
coronavirus
see what you
cough.
mean.
I just swallowed funny. Just so you know.
To be fair, he
Detox.
yeah. He could just tell
She
someone
are
that
they
his
the
sister's
Sharpvash?
Sharpvash.
Why do they make it so difficult to say?
Can't they all speak English?
Wrap me in a blankie real tight.
Got some
crazy
crazy
on it.
Yeah. Friday night, everyone's at home, they're bored.
Everyone's self-isolating. Let's watch the Tricky Girls.
So let's talk about Jurati for a moment, shall we?
I don't like her.
What?
I don't like her. Sorry.
No, this is good because it's nice to have a difference of opinion.
I mean, I don't like her.
Why?
I don't know. She just annoys me.
I like Jurati. I really like Jurati.
I thought she was going to die. I was like, yay!
Do you like Jurati?
I don't dislike her, but I haven't completely warmed to her because
I really like Jurati.
I really want to see where she's going. She's an interesting character.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm enjoying watching the character, but I don't even like her yet.
Yeah.
Because, she killed Maddox and...
It was quite nice to see how excited she was to actually see Soji.
I
I love the way Soji was like, yeah, I wouldn't let you you would get nowhere near me trying to kill me. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. She looked at her, with such wonder.
Yeah.
That's what she's been waiting for all her life to meet.
Do you think O put her on the ship to kill Maddox? Were they right about that?
I think so, yeah.
Or do you think her mission is done now?
No,
I mean, they've taken... Well, she's dissolved.
Yeah.
The tracker doesn't work anymore. But,
She said there was a psychic block to stop her talking about things. I mean, she could be lying about all of this. She could be working off her own mission and made her own choices. And now she's blaming it on that's one thing. I don't think that's it.
No.
I genuinely think from, the fact that she had, that even things like that anxiety attacks that she has, you don't see Narissa having an anxiety attack because she's got to go flush some Borg out. She's not like, oh god, it's so awful, I have to flush all these Borg
she's
out.
like, oh, I like that idea. Let's do it now.
It's kind of like, oh no, it pains me to do these awful actions for the good of the many. You don't see that in her. She's more like, I'll borrow your gun, you just stand there and cannon fodder. But Jurati, you see that it weighs on her.
Yeah. So who do you think we're going to see on the homeworld?
Ooh,
who are we going to find?
I just don't know. I don't
what do you think
know.
it's going to look like?
Yeah, lots of
Soji's walking around.
Yeah.
Lots of beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
I think maybe we'll see data. Or B4 or something.
Maybe.
Or Brent Spiner in some form would be amazing.
Or Law could be the flower. There's something in the flower, there's a clue there.
It's all this orchid stuff though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Flower orchids.
It's going to be 2 bits.
Gosh.
God, it is the beautiful flower. Oh, no. So I can't get that out of my head now.
Someone asked, what did you think of the scene with Picard acting like he was too old out of touch to operate the ship system?
Sorry?
This one.
When he's like, yeah, I don't know how to work this. I mean, to be fair, I genuinely don't think he did know how to work it. He's been out of Starfleet for how long?
Easy is to touch face, Elcar's interface, not into all this
weird stuff.
Yes.
I like that. It seemed, I think it seemed quite genuine.
Out of his depth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it's nice that they're all coming together now as a team.
Yeah.
Well, I think
even Raffi. I love Raffi, by the way. She's
amazing. Yeah. I like how there's, Raffi's the only one. She's still got her secrets, but everyone else is revealing their secrets little by little.
Yeah.
So you're getting to know them better. We need Raffi to...
Who else knows her secrets?
Yeah. What's her? I mean, she's got the sun.
The
drinking problem.
I was going to say, I don't think she's hidden most of hers, to be fair. I love that she cut herself off.
I think it's just more that she needs to open up to someone. Everyone else has had a shoulder to cry on almost.
Yeah.
She's not had that.
Yeah. I just want the Romulans back from the vineyard. What are they called again?
Oh yeah,
the Irish one.
Yeah, Laris and her husband.
Well, Starfleet are sending backup.
Yeah.
I wonder who. Yeah, we'd forgotten about that.
That's quite.
This
good.
was the first episode where I noticed them using the F word quite a lot.
Oh, I only picked up on it once, but I didn't
people
really...
say that. No, because
Was it a few times?
Twice, because
Admiral
Clancy said it, and I thought that was fitting. Actually, I thought that fitted in really well. But then Jurati said, "I'm sorry, I fucked it up."
I think Rios said it as well at some point.
He might have done.
And that's immune to it.
I was going to say, I haven't. People have really moaned about it, but I haven't really noticed it up until that point. And I did think possibly Jurati didn't really need to say it in that context. You know, like the type of person that she is, I would have thought she said, "Well, no, sorry, I've screwed it all up. I've messed it all up. I've ruined everything." It just seemed a bit wrong coming from her. But yeah, Clancy was like, "Yeah, up, yes." I loved it. So is she trustworthy? Yeah, she doesn't know that O is a double operative, does she? Because Clancy.
Oh, Clancy.
O is above Clancy, or
I think Clancy's probably okay, actually.
Yeah, we trust her. But who's going to come in the convoy from Starfleet?
I can't wait to see some new Starfleet ships and bring them on. Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Well, that's if they actually come, because Commodore O could be like, no.
Wait a minute, because they're not going to Deep Space 12 anymore, are
No,
they?
they went straight to the planet.
No, they're going to get them like, dude, where is everyone?
True.
They're not going to get us.
Clancy's not going to be happy, is she?
No, she's going to be pissed. She's going to be dropping F-bombs everywhere.
Yes.
Fire fucking torpedoes.
See, it's just not warranted. I do understand it when people moan. Like when Tilly did it was amazing. It just worked.
Yeah.
Not in Discovery. That was just cool. That was just
I don't
fun.
know. I never watched this and thought the F-bomb wasn't.
Yeah.
Today was the first day I've noticed it and thought, I didn't really need it there.
I didn't really hear that one, so I guess. What was I going to say? I can't remember. I'm starting to like the Lura Serena ship.
Oh yeah.
I didn't love it or hate it at the beginning. It's just there. But now it's growing on me a bit.
It's a Galaxy class.
Oh god, no, it never will be.
No.
But
Yeah.
it's a nice ship, isn't it? It's just a good size, not too big, it's not too small. They also be able to find a bedroom each, which is quite nice. I like the layout. It's great on me. What do you guys think of the La Serena, everyone? I like it. George, you're watching Fear and Hope. Oh, nice. I've got to watch some other series. Actually, have you watched any other from? I've been watching Star Trek much.
No, I haven't.
I watched Next Generation the other day. But other than that, we've got to get back into Deep Space Nine soon after this.
No, I started watching Picard with my folks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're going back to the beginning.
Oh, cool.
See if you notice anything.
Yeah.
It's always good to go back and watch it again and then, that was about that. Yeah.
So, Christoph, how many episodes are we up to now? I think that was the 8th one, wasn't it?
Oh, it's 8. Does that mean we only have 2 left?
Is it 2 left? Christoph will tell us in a minute. Christoph, that's your job every week.
Yeah.
Make sure
we
we're
lose track
factually
every
correct.
week.
Oh.
I got sort of Doctor Who feelings when Rios ordered like the peppermint ice cream and chips.
8 of 10.
8 of 10.
You got
Thank you, Christoph.
yeah, weird. Yeah, fish finger sandwiches.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Like just because they're like they look the same. Like why would they necessarily like the same thing? It's a bit odd.
That's what I would have said. I'd be like, oi, you think we're all the same?
Like how racist.
Yeah. Exactly. It is. It is. Yeah.
Oh, 9 and 10 are something named part 1 and 2. Oh no, that means next week's going to be a cliffhanger. I don't think I can take any more
But
stress.
to be fair, isn't every episode a cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a 2-part finale. I think I might be sick.
So you have some anxiety issues at the moment, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a bit stressed out right now.
Well, yeah. The world's all getting to us, guys. We've got Star Trek, don't worry. Remember that last speech by Picard? How good was that last final speech about
not giving in to fear.
Not giving in to fear, and that is so true. And that is kind of...
Sam told me to drain my bank account earlier. That was the chair. Don't give in to fear. Just in case the Bank of England collapses. Take all your money out.
You won't be scared with your money under your
That's
mattress.
not what she said. She said, make sure you have cash. And you're like, empty my bank account.
No, I love the fact that Sam thinks I have hundreds of pounds in my bank account to take out. I'll withdraw that £40. That will keep me safe for about a week. so I'm going to get all the loo roll before you do.
So
Does anyone else think the world's gone mad at the minute? Just mad.
We're in Star Trek.
Back to Star Trek.
Star Trek
bubble.
bubble.
So don't give
In the
in to
bubble.
fear.
In the fear. Optimism.
Think of all the Star Trek we can watch if we've got 2 weeks off.
We just want the future in Star Trek. What you have to do is be optimistic, and some crows try and destroy the planet because they want some whales and some like cybernetic
I was going to say, how does World War III start again?
Well, World War III we're about a couple of weeks away.
I was going to say, like, the world population has increased, so clearly Star Trek's doing something right. They clearly have helped already.
Exactly. It's all be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
Fine.
Captain LaForge, I would love to see Captain
I want to see Captain
LaForge.
LaForge. I want to see all of them. I want to see everyone.
Mm.
Right, guys, that's all we've got time for tonight.
Yeah.
Thank
That would be
you
really
so
cool
much.
if the fleet turned up and like Geordie was on one spaceship, Bev was on another,
Yeah.
Worf was on Deep Space 12.
Yeah. Cisco appears just for fun.
Just floats down from his like
Oh my
little...
god, what if Cisco's a destroyer? What if he's the one that has to cut down the AI, you know?
There was a whole talk with Michael Chabon.
Oh yeah.
He said, one of the questions was, have you ever considered just having Cisco's head just loom into the view as a prophet or as an emissary? And they're like, every single day. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you see them.
Yeah.
Cool, amazing, guys. Lovely to talk to you all.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you next week. What sounds like it's going to be a cliffhanger.
Captain Ezra Dennis. Keep safe and keep healthy.
No. Bye. Oh, and this is the new handshake.
Yep.
Tell
Live,
all
love,
your
prosper,
friends.
guys.